Hey, so you are on Nbtsky's Daily Reads channel. Today is January 8th. And in the future, which is 2034, we are talking about it, break it down in 10 to 1. So we're talking about the wood tiger. The element wood this is in the Chinese zodiac. So this is growth, hope, creativity, and outgoing energy, and expansive and socially conscious energy that you're dealing with in 2034. And people born in 2034 will experience the same thing. Or be associated with that same type of energy. When you're dealing with the tiger, you're dealing with loyal, courageous, and generous people who are very enthusiastic. So that kind of matches the sun energy. You know, when you're in that happy, upbeat, regular type of energy, you kind of come into that feeling, right? So being that we in the sun, we're talking about the future. You're talking about a Leo. You talk about Leo energy. So that's July 22nd to 8/22. So Leos might be a little bit extra upbeat during that time, and as you see, this future number is kind of matching the general number for the month of January. So I'm gonna throw a oracle card that says, "Unleash your inner power by doing the things you enjoy doing. Start with little moments. They will give you more strength for next time. The more you nurture your needs, the more powerful you become." So that kind of matches that energy, and that will probably be the energy that Leo should stay in during the 2034 period. Capricorns and everybody, or people who have, everybody has sun in their chart regardless. So that's that energy. So let's look at what's going on for the month. Matter of fact, let's look at the overall energy, because the overall energy is sitting in Mars, right? So we're dealing with like Aries energy, the March 21st to April 20th kind of energy. People who are Capricorns who have Mars in their chart will, may experience some of these things. So I'm just looking at your hard work is paying off. So those who are in Capricorn, this is coming up new moon. So if people pay attention to the moon, pay attention to the new moon. It says your hard work is paying off. So whatever you're working hard on, as long as it's in positive energy, good energy, real energy, it should pay off regardless. For those of you who have Mars in your chart and other zodiacs, that's perfectly fine. And maybe I'll throw a couple of cards down to see exactly where the hard work is paying off at. Now, the thing that's interesting about today is, even though the month is in the sun, the high, medium, and low frequencies are in Pluto, which is a Scorpio energy, right? So the object is to stay out of the lower vibrations of it. Try to stay within the medium to high, or try to stay in a higher vibration. So when you're talking about Scorpio energy, you're talking about like October 23rd to November 22nd generally. And Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. So Capricorns who got Pluto energy, let's see. All right, let's see what's going on with the sun today. This month, rather, what the sun is talking about. Where's the happiness? Where's the light being shed? Is this surrounding a negative energy? All that other good stuff. Let's see. All right, so we have these air energies here, and we have the Hierophant. So let's talk about it. First and foremost, we're talking about swords. So we're talking about, who's this? The Four of Swords. So you're talking about October 13th to the 22nd. You're talking about the Five of Swords. You're talking about Aquarius energy. So that's like January 20th to the 29th. And then in the majors, you're talking about the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is a discussion. Let me see. Who's the Hierophant here? The Hierophant is Taurus energy, April 21st to May 20th. For those of you who are there. So, there might be a little bit of sneakiest, thieving energy that may cause conflict and fight. This will be a discussion of authorities, people with power, people having to probably come before authorities regarding the fact a lot of light will be shed on particular situations, beefs, arguments, fights, whether they be physical, verbal, contracts, thievery within these things, that will come to light. And this energy, is the fight always correct? Probably not. But regardless, these are the things that get balanced out and shed the light. So therefore, let's look at the high frequency of Pluto. So when you're looking at the high frequency of Pluto, you're talking about selflessness, compassion, breakdown, the breakdown of your psychological blocks that prevent growth. So that's where you want to be at today in the high frequency of Pluto. You don't want anything to break down your growth. You want to try to be in your selfless energy as much as possible. Have a little bit of compassion. Capricorns are not always good with that, but Capricorns that got a nice bit of water in their chart might be able to balance that out. But let's see what it's talking about. So we got this page. Who's that? The Page of Cups. So there's no timing involved. It's not really associated. But you know, you're dealing with this water, fire, air kind of energy. There's going to be things that happen pretty quickly. Don't be reckless in your emotions today. Don't be over attached today. At the same time, you know, when you deal with the pages, their emotions are not always stable, but they are very emotional energies and creatures. And this may come from a defensive situation. I see a female here, maybe light skin. This is fire energy, right? So when you're dealing with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands is a discussion of Aries, March 21st to April 20th. So therefore, for those of you who are dealing with this feminine energy, this could possibly be a light-skinned person or person of a lighter complexion. Pay attention to how they move with their emotions. And, you know, there's this looking away with this defensive energy. So you might feel ignored by energy. This also could be a man. This is a fire water energy, so you want to kind of keep it balanced so there's no confusion. And it can also be a little sneaky energy, which this kind of confirms it with the little black cat. Most people look at the black cat as bad luck. In this case, the black cat is a discussion of little catty, ridiculous, petty energy. Excuse me. All right, so in the medium, the Two of Wands. So if you're talking about the Two of Wands, then you're talking about Aries, March 21st to the 30th. So this is about planning, looking to the future. What are you going to do next? Not getting stumped in between your creative projects and the things that you want to do today. As you see, a lot of these cards is facing this sun energy. So there may be people that have projects or are planning projects that feel like things are being stolen, taken from them, may cause fights and arguments, courts, and all that other stuff today. Pay attention to that. Also, be careful about how you deal with your money or deal with people as far as your physical attractions and the things in the physical reality that you're attracted to. If you're talking about the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles would be... The Knight of Pentacles is Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. Pay attention to your spending. Try to stay stable with your spending. This is a slow-moving energy, so when it comes to money, there may be a little bit of selfishness. There's going to be some earth signs or younger individuals. They come into some money and, they may be slow to spend and celebrate or even share what they come into as far as how they came into it and the ideas that was placed behind it to come into it. Don't be so selfish, but just be mindful whether, they're understanding you. Also, it may be a male energy that's young that has to somehow provide for 3 different feminine energies. That may happen, and they may be slow to want to do it or not even interested in doing it or not wanting to do it. But stay in the higher vibrations. Usually, what they ask for is not even as bad as it seems. So, the lower vibration of Pluto, the Hermit, a good time for isolation, introspection, going on a journey by yourself. Don't stay blocked in your emotions at all. And then you have this Page energy, this Earth energy, right? Now the pages, like I said, don't really come with a timing, but we dealing water, Earth. This is a time where there's a choice between, going out, doing your own thing, wanting to build, learning how to create your stability, your wealth, however you get it done, right? Being extremely passionate and emotional about the situation, or isolate yourself and going on your own particular journey. That's what today is. That's a choice the swords is going in either direction. If you're dealing with the Two of Swords, right? Just in case I did not cover that, you're dealing with September 23rd to October 2nd, right? And so when you're dealing with the Hermit energy, let me see where's the birthday for the Hermit? Virgo, like I said, August 23rd to September 22nd, just to be sure that we covered that. So hard work is paying off. Let this hard work be on the manifestations and the things that you want to do throughout your day. Not so much the next individuals, because that usually backfires, right? So we in this Mars energy. We got the Knight of Wands coming down here. And dealing with the Knight of Wands, you're dealing with this fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, November 23rd to December 21st. And so, with today's energy, is going to be a lot of action, a lot of movement, whether you're paying attention to it or not. And clarity, even though the Knights and the Pages can be a bit reckless, and fast moving in their energy, but it's all towards growth and creativity, trying to make things work and pay off. It's motion, right? Turning away from stagnation. See, and at the same time, when you're dealing with the Hangman, you're dealing with people that look at things from a different perspective, but you want to stay out of a stagnation, and also you want to pay attention to what you're willing to sacrifice in order to do what it is that you want to do. So even in the Hangman, there's a choice between, moving forward. And this could also be a discussion of people or families that want to travel abroad, but may need a little bit of assistance to get it done. And so they may be working really, 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 really hard to get it done and may get it accomplished today. And that's all fine and well also, right? So when we're dealing with the Hangman, where are you at, Mr. Hangman? Ain't that something? Alright, so we got water sign. So there's no time associated with that. That's wait and patience is needed. Not saying that there will be stagnation, but be patient. Today, things will be successful, whether you think not or otherwise, right? The Six of Swords energy, you're dealing with Aquarius energy again, January 30th to February 8th. So just know that, today is about looking forward to that new moon and looking forward to all the things that you worked hard for to manifest into your reality. Even with a little bit of stagnation and the requirement of being a little bit more patient than, earth signs, Capricorns would like to be. So anyway, this is today's reading. I will see you on the next one. Smooches.